Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Viking 18. 60 average. 60 average. 18. Pioneers. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw. Smallwood. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Steelers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Smallwood. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Campbell making the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Catch made here by Campbell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals! A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag, and they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. 7-7, our score after 1. Off play action. Smallwood. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now Burrow on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Smallwood. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smallwood on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Burrow. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on second down. Smallwood. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Smallwood. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
To throw on third down, Smallwood. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Check contact. Check contact.
Again, it's Harris on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
11 Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Done. Stop. 11.
Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Here's Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this